welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs and rabbits, and welcome your beautiful faces to a drum roll, please, guys, because this is the epic Goodwill USA, whatever you want to call it, pickup. So in today's video, this is part one of a two-part series where we're going to go through absolutely everything that we picked up from all the Goodwills at my trip when I went to Chicago. So strap yourself in, grab some popcorn, grab a tea, grab a coffee, grab some Coca-Cola, grab whatever you want to do, because it's gonna be a decent haul. It was an absolute dream come true. Probably one of the best holidays I've ever been on. To be able to say that we've paid for the trip from the items that we've picked up already is incredible. So I did put a little poll on my Instagram to see if you wanted it in one massive video or a two-part video, and I think 63% of you said that you'd like it in a two-part video. So before we do, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, ding dong that bell so you do get notified when I upload next. And without further ado, let's get a wiggle on and see exactly what we brought back from the land of Chicago. We did actually get this into two suitcases, so this is just for my purpose only. It does only look like one suitcase, but trust me when I say it's overflowing to the max. It really is. I don't really know where to start. What I will say when it comes to Goodwills in America is it's full of footwear. So for people like myself, the dream come true. So we're going to start here with the footwear. Remember, this is only half of the haul. This is over a two-part series. Let's just get into the footwear that I've chosen for today's part. And what better place to start with a pair of Allen Edmonds. If you ever see this brand here in the UK, make sure you do pick them up. Again, very easy to identify exactly what model you have. They literally say it on the side of the shoe in that deep dark place that you can't see because the camera won't pick it up. But these, I've already looked, and they are about £80 here in the UK, which is crazy because in America they sell for about, I don't know, $50-60, I guess. So we can actually get a bit more here in the UK. A little bit of drag on the toes, look at that. But again, $19.99 I paid $20 for these. Should be an easy £80 to £100. We then move on to these pair of Saucony Jazzes. These are so sick. The colorway is awesome. Really nice pastel colors. We've got sort of like a pastel-y burgundy red with a nice sort of lime green and a cream. Pretty unusual design, and these are selling exact same colorway for £30 on eBay. So I'm gonna put a listing value, a valuation of 30 squiddaroonies. We then have a box standard pair of Nike Air Max 2017s in a nice sort of reddy color. Really nice size as well. I think they're like a UK 9 or UK 8. Really nice condition. Just need a bit of a wipe. Paid $10. Should be looking at about £30. I have had a few messages about these. For some reason, people don't think they sell, but they do. Nike Air Max 2017s sell for me all the time. Just make sure you do the bubble check. So squeeze here, make sure it's not deflated. And if they're not, you are good to go. Again, $10 paid. Should be looking at anywhere between £27 to £30. Not bad from a tenner. We then move on to these pair of North Face 700 snow sort of walking, hiking boot thingy bobbies. They're really light, hence the reason why we picked them up. We just, you know, sometimes when you are buying stuff for suitcases, you need to be taken into consideration the weight of the item, etc, etc. We have recently found out that sending a pair of trainers back to the UK, you could be paying anywhere between $13 to $17. The courier and UPS sort of parcels were fairly expensive to send back here. So we just did the obvious easy way, and that was to send a suitcase back with us. The suitcase cost us $73 to $78 depending on weight, but yeah, not too bad. Paid $10. Should be looking at anywhere between $28 and $35. Not bad. We then have a pair of, this is generally my first pair of Nike Shocks I've ever found in the wild, and I had to travel 4,500 miles to get a pair. These are vintage ones. These are from, well, not vintage, they are retro, let's say. These are from 2008, UK size 5. They are missing the insoles, but they were only $6.99. So about £7 including fees and suitcase stuff. Nike Diamond Flex. Beautiful condition, plenty of life left. Estimation value of about £25 to £30 back on them as well. Very, very box standard bread and butter pickup. But never have I ever found a pair of Nike Shocks in the wild until today. What do we have here? Another pair. You're not going to quite figure it out. Hold on. Can you just see it there? Allen Edmonds. But these an easy £100 because of the condition. Original soles, which is nice. $12.99. Incredible. That is one thing I don't like about Goodwill, is they write their prices sometimes on the shoe itself. So we're gonna have to do some scrubbing on that. $12.99. We should get about £80 to £100. And again, Allen Edmonds, be on the lookout for this brand here. You can see that it clearly says Allen Edmonds inside the shoe. And on the bottom of the shoe, within that writing, it will also say that. These are really quite heavy, to be honest. They are beautiful condition, nice size. And again, they have that wingtip sort of brogue style about them. Really, really cool, really nice pair of standard shoes for people that work in offices and like want formal weddings and all that good stuff. Really solid pair of shoes. So if you ever do find the brand Allen Edmonds here in the UK, you now know that you want to be picking them up all day flipping long. There's a lot of money to be made in used footwear, and well, yeah, I've been doing it now for like 3-4 years full time. It literally pays my bills, which is incredible to say. But I'm waffling on a bit. Wingtips, brogues, Allen Edmonds, bish bash bosh, £100 there or thereabouts. Now these are probably the buy of the trip. These are a pair of Kobe Bryant light bone trainers. We paid up for a bit. We paid what, $25 I think for these, and we should be looking at anywhere between £180 to £300. That is correct. I said 300 smackaroonies, baby. What a cheeky find. It was in that glass cabinet, you know, that overpriced glass cabinets, but we caught them slipping there in Chicago on that day. They do need a bit of a wipe on them soles, but apart from that, they are in really nice condition. UK size 8. There is only one pair of these available in Europe, which is in Lithuania, and they've got them up for £300 plus £10 postage. There has been a couple of solds over in America for about $200 all in. So I'm going to put my neck out on this one, as ABL would say, and I'm going for a big £300 on this because, well, maybe not 300 quid because they are missing insoles. However, I am definitely not going to go any lower than £200, let's put it this way. But Kobe Bryant, that's the logo. You want to be on the lookout for Kobe Bryant stuff. Easy, beautiful thing. These are really nice condition as well. Really nice weight to them. Really, really happy with the legitimacy of these. Everything looks good apart from the superficial muck and grime and dirt on the trainer itself. But an easy, I say an easy £150, let's put it that way. Kind of makes these ones a bit boring, doesn't it, really? So we've gone from a £150 to £300 pair of trainers to a pair of £30 Keens. Again, paid $6.99. These sell so fast here in the UK for at least a minimum of £30. They are just like a Keen walking sandal. So if you ever do see anything like this out in the wild, be sure to pick it up. Beautiful condition. Do you know what? I generally think I have an addiction to buying footwear. They're UK size 11. Again, they just need a bit of a wipe. Nothing too bad at all. Nice sort of like that denim blue colorway with sort of the grey, beigey color. Really nice condition. Probably the wrong time of year to be selling again. However, I can just loft it and then bring them out for the spring, summer next year. But I do find with things like this, the walking side of things, that they do kind of sell all year round. So I might put them up for £30
and see what happens. Another new brand that you guys might not be familiar with is Johnston and Murphy. Most Johnston and Murphy stuff doesn't sell too well here in the UK. However, these are beautiful condition. Look at that, made in the USA. And I had to pick them up for $4.99, which was ridiculously priced. The reason why I picked them up is it's very, very simple, is the tassels. Tasseled shoes sell freaking strong, especially with this brand behind it. Tassels shoes sell strong anyway. They're just cool, aren't they? Just a cool, cheeky design. There is some slight creasing on the toes, but hopefully it wouldn't affect the value too much. Overall, in very, very nice condition. Anyway, how much are we thinking? We're thinking at least £40 back from these bad boys. Again, some decent weight behind them. Not too heavy, but again, not too light. So the heaviness, you know, it's quality made, and the lightness is good for us because it weighed less in the suitcase. But $5 into £40, yes please. And the last pair of trainers in this half of the haul is a UK size 8.5 Nike Air 2090s. Again, when you're looking at trainers with bubbles, make sure you do the bubble test. It will save you a lot of time and a lot of faff if you get returns, because people want them inflated. Obviously, that's just obvious, isn't it? Really nice sort of black and grey colorway. Staple piece here in the UK, and for myself, really nice bread and butter item. And again, probably between the 28 to 32 pound. But that, guys, is the end of the trainers. So what I'm going to do now is go through some of the clothing that we picked up, and hopefully we can learn some new brands. But yeah, trainers for this part of the haul completed. Yep, this is the pile of clothing that we're going to go through in today's haul. Not too much clothing. Next haul will be very, very trainer and clothing heavy, but we'll make a start today. We've got a lot to go through. Yeah, let's go. The first item that we are going to be talking about is a brand of golf that we should all be familiar with, and that is Ralph Lauren RLX. This, believe it or not, guys, is a £30 golf shirt, because Ralph Lauren RLX is a phenomenal brand here in the UK when it comes to golfing, and their stripe design is the one that you want to be on the lookout for. We've got the size, we've got the brand, we've got the design. We paid $4.99. Should be an easy £30. But be on the lookout for this brand now. We just had to pick this up. This is a company called Loudmouth, and look at how loud this tennis skirt, or golf skirt, trouser, jeans, shorts thing. These are predominantly for tennis or golf. Can't really find too much on this design. I can find other Loudmouth stuff. This I found on the new rail, though. She was literally bringing it out and this caught my eye. Look how freaking awesome the patterns are. Chicago Cubs, we saw them live. They lost 7-2, but that doesn't matter. We are Chicago Cubs fans now. But we're going to put a listing estimation value of about £40 on this, because I think that's achievable based on what I can see on eBay now. And to be honest, if it doesn't go, I think I'd look good in them. What we saying? Oh God, I need to take these off now before I get rinsed. Or maybe I keep them on for the rest of the haul. And if I do, you need to smash that freaking like button if I wear these skirts for the whole of this video. Smash that like button. Moving on, we've found this pair of Edwin jeans. They cost us $6.99, a brand that we should all know by now. Really nice pair of white women's jeans, paid $6.99, and should be an easy, comfortable £30. Really nice condition as well. Like, when you're doing white stuff, obviously check for marks, because they are way more prominent on white pieces of clothing. Why, size 29-inch waist, I do believe, so they definitely won't be fitting me anytime soon. Should be an easy £30. A beautiful vintage, true vintage pair of Armani jeans. I've sold this exact one before for a whopping £35. So like I said in the haul and in the shop, can't remember, maybe episode 1 when I picked them up. I was always picking them up, let's be honest. They're easy money. What was it, like $10 maximum into an easy £30. If you ever see this badge on a pair of Armani jeans made in Italy, make sure you pick them up because they are proper vintage. Sticking with Armani, these are a pair of Armani jeans again, and again from the same shop as we picked up them ones. These are just the classic wash ones, really nice condition. I think they're like maybe J21s, maybe. Really nice dark blue colorway, beauty. Anyway, again, $10 paid, easy 30 quid. Denim obviously is quite heavy, so I was very skeptical picking them up, but I think I picked them up on the first day as well. So I was probably a little bit rusty at the start, didn't really know what I wanted to pick up, but at the end of it, I just picked up freaking everything, so it didn't really matter anyway. Bread and butter item, safe bet, an easy £30. Talking about safe, easy bets, picking up these all day long, pair of 501 Levi's with the big E. However, I've said time and time again, Levi's have done a reproduction of the big E tab. Don't get too excited. These are the newer ones. You can tell that by the 3 or 4 label. They're quite silky tabs. They are normally on the Levi premium tag as well, but you can tell that, well, the easiest giveaway on a new big E Levi thing, the new sort of silky labels. 501's probably the best Levi's to be on the lookout for. Big E, really nice condition, should be 25, maybe pushing that £30 on these ones, because they do have the big E and they are 501's, and the wash is so sexy. That is a really nice, sexy pair of jeans. Woo!
What am I doing with my life? Like, really?
Bam! What we got here? Oh, I forgot to pick these up. A pair of Orvis sort of fisherman's sort of chinos, quite heavy chinos. These seem to fly on eBay. No pun intended, obviously, with fly fishing. Yeah, shut up, doing. Size 32, nice beige colorway, really nice condition. I think we paid like $6.99. What I did find when I was out there was Orvis was incredibly cheap. And here in the UK, Orvis, you get some really nice money with that. I've put an estimation value of £30. Whoa, would you believe it? We found an Apple Watch band. This is actually really cool. Again, massive shout out to Mavpan. Jess and Callum helped us very muchly on picking this up. This is the gold stainless sport band, nice pink. It's got the gold pin. They said that I needed to be looking out for that gold pin, which it does. It is brand new, it's never been used, so I will be selling this as new other because the box is pretty, it's pretty tat. It's battered to hell. Paid $6.99. However, because this band, I believe I'm right in saying, doesn't exist anymore, they don't make it anymore, should be an easy £40. 40mm as well, large letter, bish bash bosh. That's what we like to see. Just don't ever get to see it too much here in the UK. And obviously it wouldn't be an American trip if we didn't pick up some wicked cool hats. Let's start off with this tailor-made R9. R9 is a brand of golf clubs, so they tend to, when they make a new brand of golf clubs or new model, they tend to make a cap to help sort of like push the sales. This should be an easy 15 to maybe even £17. It does have a embroidered, looks like some sort of company or something, which doesn't affect the value too much. But yeah, should be an easy 15 quid. We then have a Masters hat. This is probably the best hat that we picked up from this haul. This is an easy £22 mark. So if you ever do see the Masters sort of beautifully centered embroidered patch on the front of the cap, then you need to be looking out for them. Made in the USA as well, and to be honest, I think it's never been worn. It's literally like clean as a freaking whistle. Again, £22 mark back from that. Again, all these hat owes us $1.99. That's what I liked about Goodwill, is everything was priced. So if it was a pair of trainers, it was $9.99, no matter what pair of trainers. If it was a hat, $1.99, doesn't matter what time of hat. That's the sort of stuff we want over here in the UK. We then have a beautiful Clemson Tigers snapback. This is by a company called Sapphire. We have that brand here in the UK quite often. Really nice Clemson Tiger paw print on the front, and again should be an easy £15 to £18. The last but certainly not least is this beautiful Tommy Bahama Relax cap. This is a proper cool American, made in the USA Tommy Bahama hat. Really nice buckle on the back, really nice embroidered, what's that, like a swordfish maybe, or sword shark? I don't really know. We're just gonna go with it. This, believe it or not, guys, is another £20 hat and should be quite comfortable. Again, probably the wrong time of year by selling these type of hats, but again, like I said previously, I don't mind lofting a few things. That, guys, will conclude the end of the haul. Hopefully I'd have a running total of the amounts that I've got back from America. I have no idea how much I've spent, but hopefully I can edit in a running total of potential money back before tax, postage and fees.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. Thank you so much for watching. That was part 1 of a 2-part mega haul here in the USA. Am I glad to be back? Nah. Going through that haul has made me want to literally live in America. Goodwills were so freaking good. And I know I've said that word 100 times in this video, but honestly, it was incredible. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If we can hit 150 likes on today's video, I will then release part 2. And I tell you now, part 2 is probably even bigger than part 1, so you do not want to miss that out, but you only can do that if we hit 150 likes. I am still wearing the skirts. If that doesn't deserve a freaking like button, then I don't know what does. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you beautiful lot in the next one. Thank you so much for the support. Honestly, you guys, from the bottom of my heart, you guys are freaking awesome.
So the last thing we have to do is clean these Kobe Bryants.